Hello everyone. TechGoodReads give you a good thing to read, to listen. Today, let's talk about AWS database. When we want to design a database in our system, we have several phases for the considerations. Scalability, how we scale the database is vertical scale or horizontal scale. Total storage, how many data you want to save in it is in GB, TB, PB. Object size and type. Duration. Is there any regulations? For example, some regulations requires you to store data for 5 years before delete them. For the database, it mainly has two types. One is secure and is relational database management system. The other is no secure. For the relational database, it usually have a good data quality. It's easy to analysis. You can link those tables together to do the analysis. And if we want to scale it, we scale it vertically. It means you need to buy more powerful hardware. For the non-relational database, it has many kinds of it. It has key value, it has graph database, and document-based database. For the non-relational database, it has a very high read-write rate. And when we want to scale it, usually we can scale horizontally. It means we can start more servers to support more traffic. In the AWS, it provides RDS, which is the relational database. You can use MySQL in the RDS. Also, AWS provides Aurora, which is created by the AWS team and is support MySQL or PostgreSQL language to operate it. For the RDS or Aurora is relational, so you can have several tables and you can link them together to do the analysis. For the Aurora, the good benefits from the MySQL is that is created facing on the cloud-based database. So the data storage is replicated in different availability zones. So this means that for such a database, it has a high availability. For the non-SQL database, DynamoDB is widely used in the AWS. It's a key value database. If you want to your database can be used across many regions, you can use global table. It supports multi-region and it has multi-masters. But when you use such a key value database, you need to pay attention to key design. If your key is not designed well, maybe for one key, there are a lot of traffic to that specific key, it will have a hotkey issue that your read-write throughput will be consumed by that single hotkey requests. At the right side picture, you can see that a database for the DynamoDB, The primary key is composed with the partition key and the sort key. Behind DynamoDB, the data is saved with several nodes on the network. Partition key will define which node it will put onto. Usually, one data is replicated with 3 copies to ensure that it's always available. For the sort key, the data are located in one partition, but they are used to sort them. So you need to carefully design your partition key and sort key for better performance for the query. And for the attributes or the values, you can put any number of the attributes under that key. For the DynamoDB, it's usually use eventually consistent read. I already said there are several replicas for the same data. When you write to one replica, it uses some time to replicate this data to the other replica. When you write to one node, you read immediately, and maybe the data is still old. But with some time, all the replica will be the same. This is eventually consistent read. It also provides a consistent read, strong consistency. When you write to one node, it will replicate to the other nodes as well. But of course, this may have a higher latency. For the DynamoDB security, there are 2 things you need to consider. One is encryption and rest. The data is put into the DynamoDB, how we secure them. In this diagram, we can see we use AWS KMS to encrypt it. This ensures that the data in the DynamoDB cannot, without that key, it cannot be read, cannot be decrypted. The other is encryption in transit. In this diagram, we use HTTPS to ensure that the transition is secure. When we want to migrate data into AWS, a good method is use the data migration service. You can migrate one time, and you can also use it to do the ongoing migration. Ongoing migration means that the 2 databases are source database and the target database are always the same. We can see for this AWS DMS tool, it can migrate Oracle database into the Amazon RDS. AWS also provides a schema conversion tool. Using this tool and combined with the DMS, it will help developers to migrate the data into AWS very smoothly. First, we use the AWS schema conversion tool to get the target schema. And then we use DMS tool to migrate the data into the RDS. Thank you for listening to today's TechGoodReads. See you next time.